When people hear the word creatine, they usually think of what? Gym rats, protein shakes, all the muscles, all the gains, right? But what if I told you that this humble molecule could play a key role in your brain health, muscle preservation, and even cellular energy, especially as you age? Let's take a fresh look at creatine through the lens of functional medicine. In this video, I'll break down exactly what creatine is, what it does, and who can benefit from it, including people who don't even work out. But before we get into all that, if you enjoy functional health content like this, I'd like for you to subscribe. It's a great way to stay in the loop on the latest science-backed strategies for optimizing your well-being. Now, let's talk creatine. First, what the heck is it? Creatine is a substance your body already actually produces naturally. It's synthesized from 3 amino acids, arginine, glycine, and methionine, and stored primarily in your muscles, but also in your brain. Its main function is to help your cells produce energy, especially during periods of high demand, like intense exercise, stressful times in your life, or even deep cognitive work. Think of creatine as your body's backup generator, kicking in to supply fast, usable energy when your cells need it the most. And here's the fascinating part. We can increase creatine levels through food. Food is medicine, right? Mainly red meat and fish, or by supplementing. And the benefits go far beyond muscle strength. This is something that I implement into telehealth patient protocols a lot. One of the most exciting areas of research is how creatine supports brain function. Clinical studies suggest that creatine supplementation may help improve memory, reduce mental fatigue, support neurological health just over time, supporting longevity. This makes sense when we consider how energy intensive the brain truly is. By increasing available cellular energy, creatine may enhance mental clarity, resilience, and performance. And it's something that I definitely can tell you that I see on a daily basis with telehealth patients. This can be particularly helpful during times where you're maybe not sleeping as well, and we're working on optimizing REM and deep sleep. If you're going through chronic stress, or just as we age overall. So yes, creatine is much more than a sports supplement, so much more. It's a valuable tool for brain health and long-term cognitive function. But that doesn't mean we should overlook its better known muscle benefits. Creatine also remains one of the most extensively researched and effective supplements for muscle strength, workout recovery, and physical performance overall. And while it's commonly associated with athletes, its benefits extend well beyond the gym. In fact, for adults in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, creatine may play a powerful role in helping to preserve muscle mass as we age, support mobility and function, promote bone health, and reduce the risk of age-related muscle loss known as sarcopenia. Whether you're staying active, recovering from an injury, or just looking to stay strong and energized as you get older, creatine can be a really helpful part of your wellness routine, a tool within your toolbox. Now, while most people can benefit from creatine, some may need it even more. For example, creatine can be especially beneficial for vegans and vegetarians who typically get very little creatine from their diet. Creatine can also be very beneficial for adults over 40 to help maintain muscle, support energy levels throughout the day, and promote healthy aging overall. Students, busy professionals, particularly during long periods of intense mental focus, and anyone navigating chronic stress. This is something that I see work wonders for telehealth patients going through chronic stress as a tool within their toolbox. Since creatine supports your cell's ability to produce energy when you're feeling depleted. Creatine is also being studied for its potential role in supporting neuroinflammatory problems and neurodegenerative problems as well, with early research exploring its effect on depression, brain injuries, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's. The research is still growing, emerging, but so far it is extremely promising. So how do you use creatine? The most studied and most effective form is called creatine monohydrate. For most people, a daily dose of 3 to 5 grams is all you need to see the effects. Most brands are tasteless, mix easily into water, smoothies, or even coffee, and it doesn't require a loading phase unless you want faster results. And you can take it any time of the day, with or without food. But the key here is just to be consistent. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Creatine pulls water into your muscle cells, so supporting that process with proper hydration is really important. Now, let's clear up a few common creatine myths, shall we? First, creatine is bad for your kidneys. This is something, as any person that worked out in the 90s, maybe even later than that, certainly earlier than that, you were going to ruin your kidneys. There was a lot of fear mongering for us young boys in the 90s. This has been studied extensively, and in healthy individuals, creatine is both safe and well tolerated. Okay, second creatine myth. Creatine causes bloating. This one's a bit tricky because technically it doesn't. Creatine draws water into your muscles, not under your skin. So for most people, it actually makes you look more toned, not puffier. But this is important. If you've tried creatine before and felt bloated or uncomfortable, the issue might not be the creatine itself, but how it was made. Let's talk about that. Acid washed versus water washed creatine. There are two main ways to purify creatine. First is acid washing, a low-cost method that uses hydrochloric acid to clean the raw creatine. It gets the job done, but it can leave behind trace chemicals. And for some people, that can mean bloating, gas, mild digestive issues. Okay, the second method is water washing. This uses only clean, filtered water to remove impurities. No harsh chemicals, no residue, just pure, clean creatine. Water wash creatine is easier to absorb, and for most people, much easier on our gut health. So how can you tell the difference? Look for labels that say water washed or include the name Creapure, a high quality German-made creatine known for its purity. And if a brand doesn't mention how it's processed, that might be a red flag, okay? So if you've experienced digestive issues with creatine in the past, switching to a cleaner, water-washed version may make a noticeable difference on your digestive system. So here's the bottom line. Creatine is one of the most well-researched, affordable, and impactful supplements out there on the market. It supports your brain health, your body overall, your energy levels, your longevity pathways. If you found this video helpful, I'd like for you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what other supplements you'd like me to cover next. I'll see you next time.